Hey there everybody, Nate McGee here. Today it's Monday, December 2nd, 2013, and what I want to show you all today is a little bit more about multiple time frame analysis. I keep getting some questions about how do I use it properly and all that kind of stuff, so I'm going to try my best here to kind of zoom in on what a candle does throughout the day, and hopefully maybe you can get a better visual by understanding multiple time frame analysis as we look in depth to a candle. So what I'm going to do here is right now I have the daily chart up here for the pound Aussie, and I have these orange lines here across the high and the low of the entire range for the day. Okay, we got 1.80134 to 1.78971. I have a little box right around it so that you can see what it is. So we're going to go one time frame lower, and we're going to see what this looks like on a micro time frame, which will go to the 240-minute chart. On a 240-minute chart, here's that range right here. This is our entire daily candle around this box, but you can see we have a good bit of candles inside of it. Okay, we have about 6 candles in here. Once this closes out, this will be toward the end of the session. You can see back here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This kind of opens up here for the next day, but if you have a day, you have 24 hours, so you should have about 6 of these 4-hour candles to equal an entire day. So that's what is showing here. You can see there's a little bit of a different trend on here. You get a little bit of a better picture than right here about what's going on. So going over here, and I drew these purple lines now across the high and low of this candle here. This 4-hour candle is going to close out at 16:59, so right around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can notice here that we have a high of 79.90 and then a low of 79.60. So we're going to go now to our hourlies, and we'll get to see a little bit better of what's going on just in this candle alone. So we'll go to the 60-minute chart here, and each 4-hour candle we should have 4 of our 60-minute candles. So right now, you see here we only have about 3 in here. We don't have the 4th one yet because it's not that time yet. So this is what's happening on an even smaller time frame. I still have the range here between the high and the low, 79.09 to 79.60, and that coincides with this high here and this low here. And I didn't draw the high and low of this next candle here where the red line is. The red line is across the high of this currently hourly candle. Right, we're at 79.747. The low of this candle here is at 79.611, so it's really close to that 79.608. So I couldn't really draw it; it'll be too confusing seeing all the different colors. But the high here, as you can see, is 79.747. So if we just imagine this, here is one of our 4-hour candles. Then here are all of our 4-hour candles right in here. Okay, and then that is what constitutes the day. You can see we have a high, a lower high, now we have a higher high. So what's going on here is kind of neutral. What we see right here the other day, and that makes sense. If you look all the way back to the daily chart, we haven't really moved anywhere, right? We're kind of just sideways. We haven't really had a big candle up or big candle down. So we're getting to understand a little bit more about what's going on a micro scale. You can see momentum is starting to weaken on here. So if we go down one time frame further, we'll go down the 15-minute chart, and we should see 4 15-minute candles to close out the hourly candle. So the high is 79.747. On here, let's go now to our 15-minute chart. Looks a lot different, as you can see. The box here, this is around our hourly candle. Okay, so we still need another box happen. And you can see right now that we're coming down to a new low here. That's 79.611, which is almost to that 79.608, which it pushed through from the previous candle before. And you can see the red line, 79.747, is right along the high here. Just what a 1-hour candle looks like. Alright, so you can see momentum is already in the negative here, and we just had a momentum inflection to the downside on a 50-minute. So that means we could probably expect that 60-minute to go down a little bit further as well. And this is how you kind of got to look at it when you look at your charts. When you see these micro trends and these smaller time frames, and you wonder why you might be getting stopped out, just try to picture what it looks like on each time frame. When we look over here, On the 60-minute chart, you can see we had the bulls. They did take over, got to a high, and now it came back down. But you don't know what this candle is going to do. Is it going to keep pushing down lower? Let's go see what it looks like on that other time frame. So we go down that 15-minute chart, and we can see we had two strong bullish candles, but then the bears took over again. And momentum is starting to increase. So this is where we get that full candle on the 60-minute chart. See that high right there? And the low down here, this is now our new range. And that's what giving it this image right here. Okay, so that's how we use the multiple time frame analysis. You gotta kind of envision these things as we scale up. There's a lot of stuff that's going on here. You can see right here, this is the whole range from that hour, a few hours that we had, and then the daily chart, we're still bullish. Okay, so hopefully this will help you out. Hopefully make you understand a little bit more as you start using multiple time frame analysis. Hopefully that'll give you a little bit of visual, and I hope it actually helps you increase your odds when you start trading.